So I forgot to introduce myself this morning, so I'll learn from that mistake and do that now. So Grant Santos, Chief Exec of the group. Really proud to be here today, just welcoming and opening up the graduation ceremony. So a big warm welcome to you all this afternoon, to learners, family, friends. Looking forward to celebrating with you all your graduation of your apprenticeship programs. I'm going to do the boring bit, the health and safety. So there's no fire alarm expected. So if there's any fire alarm happens, it's straight out the back door where you came in earlier, okay? Toilets on the left-hand side there, if you haven't found them yet. And that's it really for the domestics. Just want to thank Brian and ITCS as our headline sponsor again today for the second year. Really appreciate your support and also attending today with colleagues as well. And also thanks to Dan from RMS and Darren and Francis to Agora Cymru for supporting us for the day today as well. So really a big pleasure opening up the ceremony this afternoon, welcoming you here today and celebrating something truly special, your graduation of your apprenticeship programs. So it marks the end or even maybe a milestone in your journey, filled with hard work, commitment and resilience. You balance your learning with real world experience, gaining skills, confidence and a qualification you should be truly proud of. You should be immensely proud of what you've done and really well done for getting to this place today. So we've got nearly 150 people, I think, today. I think actually more than that. It's probably close to 200 people graduating from the apprenticeship programs. And I've stood over the years at universities, looking at people who graduated from degrees and master's degrees. And this should be at the same scale that is, quite honestly. And it's fantastic to see people, irrespective, it's level 2, 3, 4, 5, graduating from your programs. Vocational training is at the same level as any other training as far as I'm concerned. So really pleased to see you all today. The strength of vocational training is important. You achieving your apprenticeships and recognition for that is important. I've got wind coming through the doors there. And you are leading the way. You know, we are seeing momentum building, vocational learning, and really start to see people understand it's not just about the trades sector. There's lots of different qualifications and vocational learning offers. So we're going to celebrate properly. You can cheer, clap, and really just this. When people come up, please put your hands together because it's a fantastic day, and you can cheer, clap, whistle if you like, and enjoy because it's all well deserved. So big congratulations to each and every one of you. You've earned today, and I couldn't be prouder to share the time with you. So well done. I'm going to pass on to Lisa Mitten, I believe, at this point. And Lisa is the Strategic Director for the National Training Federation for Wales.
Thank you, Grant, so much. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is such a pleasure to be here and share this wonderful celebration graduation with you this afternoon. As Grant said, I'm the Strategic Director for the National Training Federation Wales, a role I'm immensely proud of because what I get to do is promote apprenticeships, shout out and scream out and cheer and celebrate apprenticeships with stakeholders, but especially with government as well and ministers, lobbying on behalf of the providers to make sure that we in Wales invest in apprenticeships and continue to do so as well. And you guys and Educate make my life a lot easier because I know that our Minister for Apprenticeships joined us earlier today here, and he can see for himself just what this achievement you and obviously to the economy in Wales as well, because having skilled people like yourself, skilled employers and the skilled workforce is just absolutely crucial to the economy in Wales and to build a much stronger Wales for all of us in the future as well. So well done to all of you. Congratulations for being part of that journey as well. And apprenticeships are so important, whether you're a school leaver, young starting on your career pathway and undertaking an apprenticeship, it's a wonderful opportunity. It's a new learning base for you. Or whether you're a little bit older like myself and upskilling you and maybe changing careers or just getting recognition and achievement for the role that you currently do within the employer that you're working for, apprenticeships offer opportunities for everybody. And that is vitally important. And not only that, but offers progression as well. So if you've just achieved, and I was just outside taking some photos for social media for NTFW, and I met a lovely young lady called Erin from Merthyr Tydfil, woo, my hometown, so give her a little shout as well. I just met a young lady out there who's just achieved hairdressing level 2. There is nothing that she can't do now to go on and progress and achieve more and more and more as well in her skill and art, which is hairdressing. I told her not to take much notice because the rain grabbing me as we got in today. But I'm really, really pleased. Whatever you achieve today, in whatever apprenticeship framework or pathway that was, be immensely proud. It's a fantastic achievement. And on that note, I just want to be very, very quick and say, thanks to all the team at Educate and of course their partners as well. The staff who you don't see, the administrators, the quality assurers behind the scenes, the one who have to fight for the funding as well as of course those front-facing staff that you do see, who guide you through your qualification, who help you, who mentor you, give you that advice and guidance, that encouragement, and sometimes just that touch that you need if you're feeling a little bit nervous about your qualification. So a big shout out to all of the team at Educate as well. I am really, really proud of the guys and girls there. And lastly, and not least, of course, congratulations to you guys receiving your certificates today and achieving that apprenticeship. Be immensely proud of yourselves, your family, your friends, whoever's joined you today. As we said, a big roar for everybody. Enjoy it, well done, and enjoy the rest of the afternoon. Diolch, thank you.
Thank you, Lisa. Always challenging to follow Lisa because she is bouncy. Unfortunately, you've got me who's a little bit bouncy as well. So just to introduce myself, first of all, my name is Jude Holloway. I am MD of Educate Training, and it's my absolute pleasure to spend today with you. We've had a morning ceremony as well that brings kind of joy to all of us in terms of really seeing you at the end of your qualification at the moment, maybe the start of a different journey. And the team I know from Educate, and as you said, Elisa, you know, all the way through from admin to MIS to quality assurers, all of the team love what they do. So this is kind of why they do it. So congratulations, and you'll see probably some of our team around because they literally bagsy spots on this day. So they'll be here as well to catch up with you in a bit. So as I say, my name's Jude Holloway. I'm MD at Educate Training, but here I'm representing all of the other providers within the Educate group. So that's Educate, ISA Training, Haddon Training, and Aspire to Be. Just to reiterate, it's super, super fab to have you all here today. And there is quite a lot of whooping and hollering and clapping and cheering, and we love all of it. But, you know, keep that coming. And it is a time now to celebrate this. Don't let it be a fleeting moment. Enjoy it. Don't get nervous. You'll come up, you'll have a handshake. We'll have a photo. Don't worry, I won't grab you. The only thing is you mustn't take the scroll with you. You need to remember that, because this morning we had to run up after learners. So the scroll needs to stay with me for the time being. So with no further ado, I'm going to introduce you to our guest speaker today. So Lisa is a proud Welsh entrepreneur, inventor, and multi-award winning business leader. She's a founder of Snoop. She's pioneered a revolutionary approach to sustainable living. She's passionate about the environment, innovation, and inspiring the next generation. Very, very interesting lady. So I'm going to pass over. So I loved it. So I'm going to pass over to Lisa now to take you through her journey.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm going to reiterate what's been said already. A huge congratulations to every single person in the room, or who are graduating today, I should say. Graduation is not just a small feat in your life. It's not fleeting. It's not just a certificate. It's not just a handshake. It's a massive well done, and it's a celebration of the years of hard work and dedication, sacrifice, late nights, sleepless nights, no doubt, early mornings, and moments when I'm sure you wondered whether you'd actually make it here today. The great news is you have. So well done. That's huge. I'm very proud to be here today on such a monumentous occasion for you, and you should be very proud of yourselves, as everyone. If I may, I'm just going to talk about why I got to be here in front of you today. What my business is, why my business is, why the BBC now love me, and the positive impact from that. Ongoing success. Now I waffle on a bit, so if I don't get time for questions, I will hang about later if you want to come back and talk to me after that. Okay, I didn't start my plan, and I certainly didn't have a business handed down to me. In fact, I grew up mixed race in the Welsh Valleys, one of 4 children, second eldest, to parents who showed me love, resilience, and unshakable work ethic. My parents weren't wealthy from a money point of view, but they were certainly rich in determination, and that's something they taught all of us. My dad's journey started at 15 as a coal miner. He was down the pit for 25 years until he retrained to be a pipe layer. And he worked on some massive projects like the second Severn Crossing, the Greens at the Celtic Manor, T Haven Children's Home, and he even laid Roger Daltrey's Coy Carp Pond. Now, there's a few people in here that will know Roger Daltrey. This morning we're a bit younger, so I was on my own. But yeah, very proud of that, was my dad. My mum started her journey as a seamstress in the factories, and then she went on to start her own business. At 4'11", she was a scrap iron merchant. So she was the one driving the lorry with a big skip on the back. And she was actually my first real example of a woman doing it her way. She's resourceful, she's still resourceful, and she's even tougher than she used to be when she was younger. But she's quietly entrepreneurial and a real inspiration to all of us. We didn't have much money growing up, even though my parents worked extremely hard. They didn't have the opportunity or the options of great pay, but it didn't mean that they weren't hardworking, because they really were. What they had and what they instilled in all of us was drive, passion and belief. If you want to achieve something, you can, and you've got to put the work in to get there, and you've clearly all put the work in to get here today. I really enjoyed school. I went to Absleary Comprehensive, so if we're giving Merthyr a whoop whoop, anyone from Absleary? Yes, yeah, one, there's 2 of us, brilliant. Then I went on to Crosskeys College, because Absleary Comprehensive didn't have a 6th form, so I did business and finance at Crosskeys. Anyone go to Crosskeys? Yeah. Even more, brilliant. And then I went on to the University of Glamorgan in Pontypridd, and I did accounting and finance. But my business journey started much earlier. I actually started work at the age of 12. I babysat. I worked on the Saturday market selling fruit and veg. I sold eggs on the market. I worked in factories during the summer holidays. And one summer, I even drove a taxi, believe it or not. That was me. If I wanted something, I had to work out a way to earn the money to pay for it. Because at 1 of 4, there wasn't a lot of spare cash. Pocket money wasn't really a thing in our house. After university, I landed what I considered my dream job at 21, and I went to work for Welsh Brewers in Cardiff. Anyone from Cardiff? Oh, 2, brilliant. 3, sorry, left someone out. Absolutely loved that job. Came with his own social life, as you can imagine, but actually taught me a lot about business. I had a wraparound role, as in I was commercial support. So I would go in, my area was Welsh pubs. It was a tough life, but I would go in, I would teach them how to do promotions, sell more beer, the more they sold, the more we sold, and so on. Had to be careful, because I was also the credit controller. So if they didn't pay, I was the one chasing them and taking them to court if we needed to. That happened a few times. It was there where I met my now husband, and he worked for, it was Bass Brewers by then, in Manchester. You may now know it as Molson Coors. But I'm old, okay, I go back there. He lived in Manchester, so I moved there to live with him, and I changed careers and worked for First North Western Trains. Sorry guys, that was a long time ago. None of the strikes or anything are down to me. And I also worked for Volvo Truck and Bus Limited. And why I'm mentioning where I was, when I've looked back over my career, it's always been in a male-dominated sector. I think having an older brother has taken the fear of working in male-dominated sectors away. So When I was there in Volvo in Leamington or in Warwick, my husband was thrown a curveball. He was offered a job in Hong Kong. I agreed to go for 2 years on the understanding that we came back, moved back into the house we'd left, and I picked my life back up. We were there, and that's where I set up my first business. I'm an internationally qualified personal trainer, group exercise instructor, and nutritionalist. And it was there that I realized that I would never work for anyone else again. It's amazing to work for yourself if that's what you want to do. It's not for everyone. But I knew that was what I would do forever. I worked up until 2 weeks before my first son was born. When he was 1, we moved to Denver, Colorado. I had my daughter there. When she was 2.5, we went back to Hong Kong. I had my third child, second son, in the same room of the same hospital as my first son. When he was 1, we moved to Vietnam. There was no children coming there, so I stopped at 3. And we moved back to the UK. When we got up a little property, still run today, the children were at school, and my husband worked in private equity, so he was away from home Monday to Friday. Everything was going swimmingly, and then lockdown happened. Anyone remember lockdown? Yeah. Bit of a shock to all of us, I think, wasn't it? The youngest was 8, so homeschooling. Can't get paid enough in the world to homeschool. I don't fancy doing that again. My other 2 were pretty self-sufficient. But it was a time for me to reflect on how we live. As a family, we typically come together in the holidays, at Christmas and things like that, and you don't really look at what you're doing and the things you do on a daily basis. I realised doing the walk of shame for about the 15th time to the bin, that as a family of 5, the amount of rubbish we produced was shocking. So I changed lots of my choices for more eco-friendly options, because single-use plastic from our house, well, I was just disgusted with myself, actually. Loads of changes, and lots of them were brilliant, and many of them I still use today. But one area we really struggled with was solid bars for hand, hair, and body washing. 2 sons and a daughter in the middle. My daughter wouldn't touch a bar if the boys had touched it. My eldest son was a teenager. His bar was covered in hair. I didn't really want to touch that either, if I'm honest. And my little boy was 8. And he made up a game called Where Will It Land? And he would squeeze the bar until it flew from his hands, and it would go down the toilet, on the dog, on his head, behind the door, literally anywhere, but back on the sink. My husband said, Lisa, I love what you're trying to do. It's really, noble. But this is impractical. We're a busy family. We can't have 5 bars of soap on every sink and all the rest of it. And when we go back into lockdown, when we go back out of lockdown and back into real life, it's even more impractical. We need to change back to liquids. I love a challenge. I thought before we do, I'd really like to understand what that meant. Okay, so in 2019, it looked like this. 686 million hand wash bottles, 617 million shower gel, 520 million shampoo bottles from the UK domestic households only in 2019. Add to that 2.9 million tonnes from hospitality. Anyone shocked? 1.8 billion bottles in 2019, 2.2 billion last year. Okay, hand washing went up 800% in COVID, but it's taken a nosedive because now we all don't need to wash our hands again. Random, okay? I realised I wanted the convenience of a dispenser, the hygienic dosage, but I actually wanted the skin-friendly, cost-saving, environmental benefits of a solid bar. So I looked for a hybrid, something that could do both things. And when I couldn't find one, I invented my own, and that's how Snow was born. As you can see, it's a solid soap and solid shampoo, we do pet shampoo now as well, dispenser. Each of those bars in that dispenser gives 1,000 hand washes and replaces 10 two 50ml bottles of liquid hand wash, body wash, or shampoo. It's multi-award winning, multi-patented, did a lot to protect it. It took me 2 years to design and develop it. I work with a German design engineer. We launched in November 22, and we completely bootstrapped the business. No investment, no angel investors, no rich aunties or uncles. I don't think there's any money in my family at all. So we did it ourselves. All our savings and everything we believed in has gone into this. And if that's not shocking enough, the plastic, it's also about the ingredients that we're washing in. This morning, people were shocked. They came up to me after this morning's session and said they couldn't believe they didn't know what hand wash, body wash, shower gel is. Soap has 2 fundamental elements. It has the stripping element. It encapsulates the bacteria and it removes it from your hands. And then it has the nourishing element in a natural glycerine. So it goes through a chemical process called saponification. That glycerine protects and creates more of a barrier on the skin.
Which one? And Clark or and curtains?
Okay, my computer's talking to me. Stay with me just
I
a
don't
sec.
know who you are, but you can tell me. In the Contacts app, create a card with your contact information. Then choose, make this my card from the card menu.
Off, please.
Sorry, I can't do that.
Oh, I couldn't make it up. So yes, so soap has 2 elements. Hand wash, body wash, shower gel are called such because they can't be categorized as soap. They're actually detergent, the same as you're washing up liquid. So in the winter, lots of people, I'm going to walk and stand further away from the computer so it doesn't talk back. It's like having a child with you, isn't it? Yeah, put myself off my own stride now. So in the winter, your hands will crack, get dry, bleed, etc. It's because you're stripping the skin every time you wash with a hand. 60% of the liquid you actually put on your skin goes down the drain and activated as well. And you use 6 times more liquid than you actually need. So it's not just about the plastic. It's not just about the fact you're stripping your skin. You're washing your money away as well. That 60% will hit a moving waterway like the river, and it will get agitated, and it will cause a bubble blanket. The foam you can see on the picture from the sea in Cornwall during COVID, that's the extra 800% hand wash that we got rid of down our sinks in COVID. I'm always asked about antibac. Do you do antibac washes? Absolutely no. There's no clinical evidence that antibac washes your skin any better than a normal proper soap, okay? They actually perpetuate antimicrobial and antibiotic resistance, so you shouldn't use it either. Kills the bacteria. If you don't fully wash it off, you'll pick up your sandwich and you'll ingest the bacteria. Same as the hand sanitizers, okay? It kills healthy bacteria as well. And they mutate, which is why antimicrobial and antibiotic resistance happens. With all these amazing facts, you'd think Snope is an easy sell, right? It'd be easy to convince people to buy it. I spent over 100 hours with a local business, a big golf resort not far from here, explaining everything that I've just gone through with yourselves. They have water treatment works on their own premises. They have their own reservoir. I told them about all the extra water treatment they were paying for that they didn't need to be, all the plastic they were going through. You've got to sort that to business now. So paying people to do that. You've got to pay to have your business waste removed, paying to have it removed. Spent hours and hours and hours taking the issue to them and telling them what they needed to do to improve that. And they went with a refillable, recyclable bottle. Only 9% of all plastic ever made has been recycled. We cannot recycle our way out of this. But it taught me a valuable lesson. First of all, it stung, because I spent a lot of time with them explaining what they were doing and how they could be doing it better. But it made me realize there's people in the world that want to do the right thing. And there's people in the world that want to look like they're doing the right thing. and they were certainly the latter. As the strategic business, my job is to work out ways of telling people that Snoop's a thing, it actually exists and there's an option, that you're washing in detergent, that you're contributing massively to plastic and water pollution, and that you're literally washing money down the drain. It takes ages to get those messages across and to get people to change their habits. So I was sat there one day scratching my head, trying to work out a different way of saying the same thing. When I get an email in my inbox, hundreds of people have said to me, there's a show you need to apply for, you'd be amazing on there, take your product on there. And I'd always brushed it off. But when you get an invite from the BBC to audition for Dragon's Den, you say yes. It was an immense process. The due diligence, we were talking earlier on, you see some of the businesses on there and you wonder how they even got on there. The due diligence for me to get on there was massive. I had to prove every statement and claim on my website, every statement and claim I'd ever made on social media. I had to give all the bank accounts, everything. They went through everything. Spent again about 5 or 6 actual full days pulling this together. At this time, my eldest son, he's still a teenager, he doesn't have a hairy bar anymore, but he's still a teenager, was going through his A-levels. My daughter was going through her GCSEs. So you can imagine the pressure, right? And I still have, my youngest was 12 at the time. The pressure and stress that we were under was then made even harder because I was hit by the biggest loss and the hardest time of my life. My dad suddenly died. Okay? Can't look at Alicia. My dad suddenly died. Informed the BBC and they said, look, come next year. Don't worry about it this year, you've got too much going on. My husband had left his job to join me in the business. This business isn't a hobby. It's everything to my family. It puts the roof over our heads, it puts the clothes on our backs, and it puts the food on the table. So I had to get on with it anyway. And that's what today is about. Times get hard and you've got to keep going. And that, honestly, I'm shaking telling you because it's still hard to talk about, okay? On top of that, because my dad's death was sudden, we had to go through the coroner. So then I have to try and get his funeral in half term, because if either of my children had missed they'd fail the subject. Can be hard. There's a lot of pressure. And I had to continue to prepare for a show, face people that could tear me to shreds and make me look stupid on TV. But I had to do it. And this is what happened.
Lisa.
Oh,
It's
I'm
really impressive.
fighting you for this one, Peter.
Yeah.
I'm desperate to get in there.
When I saw it, when you demonstrated it, I just got it. So you've asked for £50,000 for 5%. I'm going to offer you all of the money for 10% of the business.
Lisa, Anthony, it's really, really interesting. I think there's a huge education piece to be done, especially as it relates to the direct-to-consumer business. If you do a phenomenal job presenting this as the antithesis to a current way of working that is unenvironmentally friendly, that is inefficient, then you could start to really eat up that market if you nail the storytelling online, which happens to be my bread and butter. It is what I do. So I'd love to throw my weight behind making sure that this reaches its potential. So I'm going to make you an offer, which is I'm going to offer you all of the money for 10% of the business as well.
Lisa, Anthony, hi Sarah. I absolutely love the business. I love the product. I would love to work with you both, and I'd love to be involved in this. So I'm also going to offer you all of the money, 10% of the business.
I love it.
Oh, thank you.
I think it's brilliant.
Thank you.
I don't know if you know, but I've actually just been part of a campaign saying stop using liquid soap. You know, it's because this is just so much better solution. So I, of course, am going to make you an offer. I'm not going to make it easy for you. I'm going to duplicate theirs. So I'm going to offer you all of the money or 10% of the business. Thank you.
Look, you've created something which is revolutionary.
Thank you.
And definitely love to come on this journey with you. So I'm going to make you an offer. I'm going to offer you all of the money.
Be kind, Tuka.
No, but you got 10%, and I'm not going to go over 10%. And I'm wondering, do I undercut them or not?
I think you should.
Any chance you got to get it?
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll offer you all the money for 8%.
Thank you.
Thank you.
To be totally transparent, I also think your valuation on the business was fair. Your patents, I think, are very, very valuable. So I would be happy to take part of the business at the 5% stake.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Thank you.
With what Deborah and I have got with Fussy, it's obvious here. So I'm kind of tempted to say that if I match Deborah's 7.5 and join forces, you've got Deborah and I think you've got the dream ticket.
A little wry smile from me there. A couple of things come out of that for me, actually. I really was in the depths of grief. When I stepped into that lift, I don't know if anyone's saw the episode. Anyone see the episode? Yeah. So I'm in the lift and I say to Anthony, I can hear my heart beating out of my chest. I could literally hear my heart. I had no fear. I wasn't scared. I was going through so much personally. I ran on sheer adrenaline this day, okay? Sheer adrenaline. People say you look really calm, you look really confident. I was going through so much. This just didn't really register in that way, but I was laser focused. We had practiced our pitch until we could do it inside and out, which was it's part of my personality anyway. I over-prepare so I can go with the flow. And just as well, because before you actually go in and see the dragons, you pitch to the producers, thank you. So we pitched to about 17 people, and then one producer says, well, actually, I don't want you to stand there anymore, Lisa. I want you to walk and demonstrate it and explain it as you go along. And I was like, oh my God, we'd done it next to each other, off pat. And it was only because I could literally do it in my sleep. I could change what I was doing and still deliver the pitch. I think it's quite funny. I look like a nodding dog on there, don't I? I nod quickly. Yeah. And Anthony goes slowly. That was the thing that came out for us. One thing I hadn't prepared for was 5 dragons fighting for us. I prepared for every question they could ask. I watched every single episode of Dragon's Den that ever has been shown on TV. And I answered every question they asked everybody. And then they all fight for us and take 25 minutes to do it. And I was like, we went to the wall twice to decide what to do. I'm not going to spoil it. One lady knows the outcome. I will show you.
Lisa.
Oh, not that one. You know that one.
Right, thank you. Guys, we're massively conflicted. So we're really sad to lose somebody because you've obviously said really want it to be a couple. So Peter and Deborah, we're going to accept your offer, please.
Oh,
Hey.
Sarah.
Thank you.
Sorry, Sarah. Sorry, Tuka.
Yeah.
Sorry, Stephen.
Thank you.
It happens.
Well
Don't
done.
worry about it.
Yeah, they had all 5 dragons in the palm of their hands.
I love it.
Brilliant.
Looking
Thank
forward
you.
to it.
Lisa and Anthony leave the den with 2 investors with the experience and expertise to fast track their business to the bathroom big time.
Oh,
Buzzing.
absolutely
Buzzing.
overjoyed. Just, yeah, it's amazing. I want to dance. sheer relief. Honestly, sheer relief. It's led to all sorts of things for us, not just, people know. I think 5 million people have watched it so far, so a lot of people now know we're a thing. I've been invited on endless podcasts, Deborah Meaden's parties I get invited to now, which is quite nice. Talking to Peter yesterday. I was the only female invited to Parliament to speak for SMEs. There were only 3 businesses and I was the only female, and I didn't take a conventional route to get where I am either. So they were really interested in that, speaking opportunities such as today. I built a team. One of my members is here today, Alicia. Yay. We're now exporting. We're in more than a dozen countries worldwide, and I now mentor people to go through the Dragon's Den process. We're in 220 businesses and about 3,500 households as well. You guys have done something amazing, and it's the start of where you can go. And I really want you to hold on to that. Don't let this be it. Keep growing, keep learning. And before I finish, I want to say 2 things. It's really lovely to see Educate running an energy and carbon management apprenticeship, because healing the world and the damage we've done is not just about a handful of people doing it perfectly. It's about all of us doing our share. So it's really nice to see that under the Educate banner as well. And I will leave you with one thing that my dad always said to me. If it's worth having, it's worth working for. Keep working. You're doing a great job. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Lisa. That's inspiring. I'm on it now. I'm on it. I'd like to just introduce you to our headline sponsor, Brian Stokes from ITCS. He's going to have a few words with you, and he's just coming down now. So ITCS, we work with them for Educate, and I think I used the word superb or brilliant this morning.
Oh, well, keep going.
There we are. Awesome. Brilliant service. Right, I'll pass you over, Brian.
I should. Thank you. While Jude was on a roll and praising us, I should have walked a bit slower. I really meant that. So no, it's a pleasure to be here this afternoon. First of all, representing ITCS as a headline sponsor, but more importantly, just to be part of your celebrations and recognising your great achievements. So I've just got a few words that I want to mention, really. First and foremost, I'd like to congratulate you all on your hard work and dedication. A massive well done in reaching this goal. Completing vocational courses is no easy task, and often brings with it, the added stress of time when you're trying to fit it in around a busy work-life balance. So this really makes your accomplishment all the more impressive. To me and any other employer, really, you've shown the ability to commit to your personal and professional development, and that's a massive achievement in itself. And you've also demonstrated now that you've got the key qualities to serve you well throughout your careers. At ITCS, we benefited firsthand from these skills, where people just like you have brought a lot to the table. You're not just newly skilled graduates now, you're actually future leaders who are going to contribute, innovate, and energize the workspace with your new skill sets. For any company, the ability to grow talent from within is very important, and vocational learning is certainly the way a lot of companies are going, and you guys are ahead of the curve and on that path. Our very first apprentice joined the company, he must have been 16, 17, a young lad called Richard. We supported him through vocational learning, like you guys have done. And fast forward for him 10 years, he was offered the position as technical director within our company. Continued over those years to further his knowledge and education. And now we're 20 years as a company, and Rich is still our technical director, still blowing people away by his amazing talents, and also a shareholder in the business. So really what I wanted to point out at that stage is those opportunities are there for you. You've already set this goal, a massive goal, and you've achieved it. So keep on setting your goals, keep on achieving. If you believe in yourself, keep on smashing your goals, and others will believe in you too, and the world's your oyster, really. There's just one more congratulations that I'd like to point out really, and that's to educate themselves. To be fair, we've worked with them for a long time now, and they do some amazing work. And the biggest thing really to congratulate is you are making a difference for learners, and that's amazing. But you're also making a difference to employers in the communities that you support. So certainly from us and the work you've done with our guys around ILM, that's made a massive difference to them. So it's a thank you from ITCS. I'm sure a thank you from all the graduates here. Thank you for putting on a fantastic day, and well done, one and all. Thank you.
Thank you, Brian. So now we're moving on to the point where we see our graduates graduate, as it were. So just a little bit about how the next section is going to work. And once you've seen 50 people do it, it will be fine for those people at the front who know what we're doing. So what we do is we're going to start at the back row, and you'll come down the far side past my lovely colleagues. You need to make sure you've got your name tag and pass that to Mike. And what we'll do then, Mike will read out your name and the apprenticeship frame that you're doing. Come across to me here and we'll take a photograph and have a handshake with the scroll. Now, note to self, do not release the scroll, Jude, because you need it. And then as you walk back, colleagues will direct you back round. Taz is there to help. And then you'll pick up your scroll with your own certificate at the back of the room. Is that all right? Most people go, oh, is it left? Is hand? Is it right hand? What are we doing? So we'll get through that. So right, we'll crack on. So I think we've got our first graduates now.
Bukola Adeni, Health and Social Care Level 3.
Do you know what? Give me one job and I can't even do that. Scroll. There we go. So if you put that in your hand, there we go.
Brilliant. Look in this way. Lovely. Let's do one more then. Lovely stuff. Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Peter Davis, Animal Care and Dog Grooming Level 3.
Congratulations, well done.
Jenny Goodwin, Animal Care and Dog Grooming Level 3. Imogen Burgess, Animal Care and Dog Grooming Level 3. Maria Williams, Health and Social Care Level 2. Claire Hamford, Advice and Guidance Level 4.
Well done.
Jordana Wheatley, ILM Leadership and Management Level 4.
Well done.
Jamie Griffiths, ILM Leadership and Management Level 4.
That's it. Perfect. Brilliant. That's great.
Joanne John, ILM Leadership and Management Level 4.
Lovely stuff. Thank you very much.
Anita Amadi, ILM Leadership and Management Level 5. Michael Martin, ILM Management Level 3. Marina Thomas, Project Management, Level 4. Faith Harrison, ILM Leadership and Management, Level 4. Lindsay Isaac, ILM Management, Level 3. Claire Sutton, Children's Care Learning and Development, Level 3. Tia Louise Pugh, Beauty Therapy, Level 2. Harris Wilding, Hairdressing, Level 2. Erin Jones, Hairdressing, Level 2. Eric James, ILM Leadership and Management, Level 4. Steve Lloyd Brennan, ILM Leadership and Management, Level 4. Lucy Leonard, Hairdressing, Level 3. Chloe Weeks, Project Management, Level 4. Tiffany Jones, Social Media and Digital Marketing, Level 3. Lydia Franklin, Children's Care Learning and Development, Level 3.
Thank you very much.
Emily Prothero, Children's Care Learning and Development, Level 2.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Matt Johnson, ILM Leadership and Management, Level 5.
Well done. Thanks very much.
Laura Thomas, Leadership and Management in Health and Social Care, Level 5. Hannah Francis Charlie, Professional Practice in CCLD, Level 4.
Thank you very much. Well done.
Madison Harris, Beauty Therapy, Massage, Level 3. Jordan Calderenti, ILM Management, Level 5. Nisha Magani, ILM Leadership and Management, Level 4. Thank you.
Congratulations. Well done.
Alan Johnson, Project Management, Level 4. Brilliant stuff, thank you. Charlotte Davis, ILM, Leadership and Management, Level 5. Leanne Young, Advice and Guidance, Level 4. Keisha Long, Beauty Therapy, Level 2. David Jones, ILM, Leadership and Management, Level 5. Tia Louise Richards, Children's Care, Learning and Development, Level 3. Kelsey Williams, Leadership and Management of CCLD, Level 5. Judy Rice, Children's Care, Learning and Development, Level 3. Sean Shepherd, Project Management, Level 1. Helen Roberts, Children's Care, Learning and Development, Level 3.
Oh, there we go. Brilliant. Well done.
Luke Stallard, Advice and Guidance, Level 4.
Well done. Pleasure.
Bethany Williams, Project Management, Level 4. Rebecca Thomas, Project Management, Level 4. Rachel Morgan, Social Media and Digital Marketing, Level 3. Louise Ashman, Social Media and Digital Marketing, Level 3. Mark Wood, Health and Social Care, Level 3. Advice and Guidance, Advice and Guidance, Level 4. Rebecca Wallen, Management, Level 4. Jenna Nagel, Clinical Healthcare Support, Level 3. Claire Reid, Support Teaching and Learning in Schools, Level 3. Team Given, Advice and Guidance, Level 4.
Yes.
Richard Freeman Griffiths, Project Management, Level 4.
Well done.
Neil Thompson, ILM, Leadership and Management, Level 4.
Well done. Well done.
Ethan Jones, ILM, Leadership and Management, Level 5.
Congratulations.
Jack Beard, Health and Social Care, Level 5.
Well done.
Sam Henke, Beauty Therapy, Level 2. Shauna Evans, Beauty Therapy, Level 2. Michael Burnell, Energy and Carbon Management, Level 3.
Oh, congratulations. What's in you?
Joanne Room, Health and Social Care, Level 2. Emma Griffiths, Supporting Teaching and Learning in Schools, Level 3. Jane Marie Furness, Support Teaching and Learning in Schools, Level 3.
Well done.
Charlotte Lyman, Supporting Teaching and Learning in Schools, Level 3.
It's brilliant.
Naya May Colton, Children's Care, Learning and Development, Level 3. Amelia Colton, Children's Care, Learning and Development, Level 3. Talia Reese Tugard, Children's Care, Learning and Development, Level 3. Jason Young, Health and Social Care, Level 2.
That's great.
Congratulations, well done.
So ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests and graduates, what an amazing occasion this has been, and it's my privilege as Customer Account Director at Educate to close the ceremony and reflect on what today represents. First, I'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors and our speakers. Their words of encouragement have set the tone for the celebration, reminding us why education and skills matter now more than ever. I'd also like to express our gratitude to our sponsors whose support has helped make today possible. But most importantly, today is about you, our graduates. Each of you has reached this point through hard work, determination, and resilience. And this ceremony isn't just about qualifications, it's about celebrating personal journeys, unique challenges, and the growth you've achieved along the way. For me, today is more than just a work occasion. I've spent over 20 years working with apprenticeships, and I've seen firsthand the power of learning and how it can change lives. Whether it's someone taking their first step into work or an experienced professional retraining for a new challenge, learning creates opportunity, builds confidence, and opens doors that may once have felt closed. That's why we're here today, to celebrate not just what you've achieved, but the possibilities that now lie ahead. In today's world, where industries evolve quickly and opportunities emerge in unexpected places, what truly matters is your ability to adapt, to learn, and to stay curious. Lifelong learning is no longer a nice to have. It's an essential part of thriving in work and in life. And at Educate, we believe strongly, which is why our progressions desk is here to help you consider what's next. Whether that's building on your current skills, exploring a new career path, or returning to learning later on. So as you leave here today, my message is simple. Be proud of who you are and what you've achieved. Hold on to the friendships you've made and the knowledge that you've gained and the determination that got you here. These are the foundations for the future that you will build. Your qualification is your passport. Where it takes you is entirely up to you. Congratulations once again to each and every one of you. On behalf of everyone at Educate, I wish you every success in the exciting journeys ahead. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your celebration.